guys, what's up? It's Laura from Laura Marie Plans, and today I'm back with another weekly plan with me. This week I am planning May 20th through 26th in my Aura Estelle A5 wide planner using my Caress Press 2024 inserts. And this week I did finally get to use the kit called Safari from SPC. And I did incorporate matte bronze and matte silver with this kit. So y'all already know I had to buy this kit for the simple and soul box of the hippo. Yes, I love hippos so much. I have loved hippos since I was a little girl. They are just my favorite animal in the whole world. I can't really pinpoint why, but I just think they're so cute. I just really do. I'm not scared of them. I mean, I would be if they tried to attack me, but honestly, I don't love my life, so I wouldn't really care if one ate me. Not to be like dramatic, but I love hippos. And if y'all already don't know, Cincinnati Zoo in Ohio in the US of America has 4 hippos, and basically, like, Harambe died, the gorilla that they shot, and to distract from that, this is like me and Jake's opinion, they have just completely glorified Fiona the hippo, who was born prematurely, and she is like the youngest most youngest hippo that has ever been born, that has been like documented, that people know of, and she became a like social media star. So we actually got invited to kind of like a wedding party weekend, this Memorial Day weekend in Columbus. It was actually not in Columbus, it was right outside in like the countryside, and we got invited to a couple who, instead of throwing a big old traditional wedding, wanted to throw a joint bachelorette style party in a house in Columbus. So we knew we were going to Ohio for that, and since we were going, we decided to drive to save some money on planes. Also, do y'all see what's happening with like planes right now, and the turbulence and the weird landings and the weird taking offs? Like, something literally happened at Reagan National today, and that's my airport of choice. So, yeah, I don't really want to fly right now, if I'm being honest. But we did decide to drive. And since we decided to drive, we decided to make it a 2-year anniversary road trip. We did get married on May 28th, which is actually the week after this. But it was like the Memorial Day weekend when we got married 2 years ago. And so we went on a little road trip. And so we drove to Cincinnati first, which was about 8 hours we started from Maryland, technically, not Virginia, but that's like a 30-minute difference basically. So we drove to Cincinnati. We saw the hippos on Friday. It was great, amazing, spectacular. I will talk all about it. Don't you worry. And then on Saturday, we drove to like outside of Columbus and went to the party. And there was like an indoor pool and a hot tub. And we drank a lot and had a good time, hung out with friends from college, etc. And then on Sunday, I actually got to meet up with Domi from Bonjour Domi, which was amazing as well. And we hung out a little bit, and then we drove to Canton, which has absolutely nothing but the NFL Hall of Fame. And that will be in the next week's spread, because we did technically do that on Monday, but we got to Canton on Sunday. So this is all to say, I'm using this one and only safari kit because I saw hippos at the Cincinnati Zoo, and it was iconic and it was amazing, and I have no regrets. So I'm really excited to get into this day by day. I don't want to spend the whole intro talking about my trip, even though I could. I did make a vlog on the trip. So if you're interested in seeing that and all my adventures, it's different than a weekly vlog where I just work and plan and edit, and play with Ollie. It was a fun like road trip vlog, so I will link that down below, although it might not be up. I don't know. It's been a terrible time editing it because I waited till the last minute, but I'm so excited for this. I did use the animal print underlays. I don't know exactly what they're called from SPC, but I did get them in matte bronze, and I'm honestly obsessed with like the look of every box being different. I don't know if I've ever really done that, but I really love it. I got custom quote boxes from Plannahannah. I got them initially in matte bronze when I was going to use this kit when we went to the Philadelphia Zoo a year or 6 months ago, which we actually didn't go to the Philadelphia Zoo because it was closed. So we went to the aquarium, but then I didn't use a kit anyway. Long story. So I had some boxes I could still use. And I also bought new boxes, like the Cincinnati and Columbus box and stuff like that, just to mark my trip as well. So I love the hippo overlays. They are from like the Zoo 2 sheet from Planet Hannah. Yeah, Zoo 2. I got both in matte bronze and matte silver so that I could maximize the hippo-ness in this. I really like should have just asked for like a box, like a 4 box with like 4 hippos, because like there were 4 of them, but it's all good. I'm obsessed with this. I think it's so cute. I love the base. I did use some other matte bronze and matte silver that I had in my collection from SPC, from old kits that I didn't use fully. So I got to throw that in as well. So I feel like it came together really nicely. I feel like the matte bronze and matte silver looks really, really good with it. And I'm excited to get into this day by day. It should be fun and exciting. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the base. So I'm going to get into the day by day. Okay, so on Monday, Mochi, my parents' puppy, she did get picked up. Which, let's just put that in like a piece of washi, I feel like will work. We were watching her because my mom went on like a girls trip and my dad's in Thailand. So we watched her for like a week. So I did want to mark her getting picked up. And then my sweet old mother got me gifts. Okay. She got me gifts from her trip. We always get each other gifts. It's like a thing. I think I've said it before, but she got me gifts. So I want to mark that. And then I know I'm not doing solid pattern solid, but it is what it is. And then we took Oliver to the dog park. And then I got Starbucks after. So I have this Mochi custom from Whimsy Plans that I'm literally obsessed with because it looks just like her. I have this Mochi script from Carly Plans. And then I have a dog pickup script from Plan With Me Stickers, but I'm going to cut off the dog and just put up pickup, because I usually mark my dog pickups and drop-offs since we do Rover. We got a dog dropped off with us today. We always get her. Her name's Bentley. I've talked about her a lot. So we picked up Mochi. My mom exchanged, we didn't really exchange because I didn't have anything for her, but she got me a bunch of really cute gifts, and she got Jake some stuff too. So I just have this present. I did pull from an old SPC color, and I don't feel bad that I don't know the numbers anymore because she stopped doing that. So yeah, it's just an old, like really light gray SPC doodle. And then we took Oliver to the park. So I have that from Whimsy Plans and a script from Carly Plans. And then I got Starbies. I did pull from some icons from the foil bundles from SPC as well. And this font was a custom script I got from Planet Hannah, and this was her April font of the month in matte silver, so it's not really available anymore. But if it ever comes back, I do highly recommend getting it, just because it's a really, really fun one. I love it so much. I thought it's so cute for like a zoo spread, but I also got it for Pride next month, so really excited about that. I then planned, and then I made some bracelets. I was making bracelets for when I saw Domi, and then for the wedding we went to, I made them, and they were like so nice. They didn't open them till after the weekend, so they like texted Jake, but they were like so grateful for these like handmade bracelets, and I was like, it was like the smallest present ever. They didn't want anything, so we just like got them some stuff from Home Goods, and I made them bracelets and like got them a card, but they were like so grateful. I don't think anyone else got them anything because like that just wasn't the vibe of their wedding, but I just couldn't do that. So I did plan. I had these matte bronze scripts from Plan With Me stickers as well that I pulled from. So I also have those in the spread. And then these are both from Carly Plans. I did make bracelets this night. And then I binge watched Bridgerton. I think I finished all 4 episodes. Which is so funny because my mom loves Bridgerton and I'm just like, I can't get over it. But yeah, TV time. Yeah, I don't know why the next episodes are taking forever to release, but I was kind of annoyed. On Tuesday, I was super sleepy. What else is freaking new? So I'm gonna mark that at the top that I was sleepy. And then I took Oliver on a little walk. So I will mark that in here. And then I went and got my nails done. I got the current nails I have on now. So I'll put that in here. So for being sleepy, I have an icon from the foil bundle and a script from an old Plan With Me stickers custom script sheet in matte bronze. Walked Ollie. This little Ollie from Whimsy Plans is so cute. Her customs are some of the best. And then I got my nails done. So I have that from the SPC Doodles and the script from Carly Plans. And then I went and got some groceries. I think I picked up Jake and we got some groceries. So I'm going to mark that. And then I helped cook dinner. I doubt I cooked like the whole dinner because Jake has been thriving at cooking us dinner lately. It's been phenomenal. He is just an amazing chef and I love him for it. And then I guess I was in my feelings this night. I like vaguely remember I was just being emo and kind of dramatic, TBH, like in hindsight. So yeah. But for groceries, I have this icon from SPC and script from Plan With Me stickers. And then for cooking dinner, I have this Carly Plans script and measuring spoons from the doodle sheet. And then for being in my feelings, I have this Once More with Love doodle and an In My Feelings script from a SPC foil bundle. Moving on to Wednesday, I did go to work this day. I have slowly started my new job. They haven't given me a lot of clients yet, so I did go to work just this day this week, and then I went to Home Goods with Ollie, so I will put that in here. And then I had a call with my mom. I think I might need to put Home Goods with Ollie in a bigger thing. Okay, put this in here for Home Goods with Ollie. And then for the call with my mom, I'll just put that in here. So I have that. And so I worked. Have that laptop from the Doodle Bundle, and this script is from one of SPC's foil bundle. I did go to Home Goods with Ollie and Jake. I just wanted something to do with Ollie before we left. I did start vlogging this day as well. And then I had a call with my mama. And then moving on, I edited because I needed to get some stuff up before I left. I wanted to get my plan with me up on Monday, so I made sure to get that up. And then I did do some packing. So I'll put that in here. And then Jake and I just watched TV. We probably watched like Chopped or something because that has been our go-to. And then I just spent the night cuddling Ollie. I was getting emo that I had to leave him. So I cuddled him. I thought I was going to cry when we left him because that's how dramatic I am. But I actually didn't. And I was very proud of myself. This is kind of squished. And by kinda, I mean really. Okay. So for editing, that involves a camera, right? If you don't use an iPhone, which I do. So, you know, the idea is there. I packed. Finally packed. I always pack the last minute. It's like very me. And then probably Chopped with Jake. Just using all the Whimsy Plans customs because I'm literally obsessed with them. I'm sorry. And then just hung out with Ollie. I cuddled him all night and was very emo that I had to leave him. I was also kind of anxious about the road trip because I hate car rides and get very car sick. But I was fine this trip, but I was preemptively anxious, which is great. Okay, moving on to Thursday. This is where the fun begins. We dropped off Oliver in the morning, so I'm going to put that here. We dropped him off at my mom's house. She was watching him without my dad, which I was also nervous about and my mom even told me yesterday on the phone, which it's like now after the fact, that she was nervous too. And I was like, God, I'm so glad you did not tell me that because I just don't need to know that, you know? So yeah, so I was kind of nervous, and because basically they've always had a dog, but my dad is the dog person. My mom never had a dog like as a kid, and I do feel like that makes a difference. So yeah, I was kind of nervous. But he was fine. Just so y'all know, he was fine. But my mom even told me she was nervous on the phone. She was like, yeah, I was a little nervous, not gonna lie. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you did not tell me because I was also nervous. But she did fine. Oliver's like super easy dog. He's super mellow. I don't think she realized how mellow he is. I think he's gotten a little bit more mellower and is just like not as puppy-like anymore. So yeah, I don't know, but he was literally fine. But yeah, that was my whole point of that, was to say that my mom never grew up with dogs. My dad did. So my dad has always been the dog person in our family, like always. And my mom is like newly into dogs. Like she didn't even really love our dogs that much when I was growing up because she says like her kids were everything. But now that she has Mochi. What?
Can I order you BK?
Okay.
Whopper Junior birthday meal with fries, Coca-Cola, and birthday slice for $6.
Okay, what about a burger? Yeah. And a large drink.
It's a small drink.
I need a large.
Okay.
And then Jake just rudely interrupted me again. So anyways, he was fine. But my mom is like newly into dogs. I feel like she's always liked them, but you know. So I got gas and we road tripped. We stopped at Morgantown for tacos. It was literally like, it's in my vlog, like the grossest guacamole I've ever seen in my life. Not gonna lie. I don't know. Do they not have avocados in what's it called? West Virginia? I don't know. But it was so weird looking. So weird looking. So anyways, we got to Cincinnati. It was like an 8-hour drive. We were very, very, very tired, but we did arrive. So I'll put that in here for checking into the hotel. We stayed at, and again, this is all in my vlog, which I do recommend checking out if you're interested in fun little road trip. But yeah, we got there. We were very tired. We stayed at, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Jake interrupted me and now I'm lost. We stayed at the, what was it called? The Graduate in Cincinnati, which is like the paired hotel with the zoo, but it's also like run by students, which is kind of a vibe, TBH, because students are doing the right thing right now. I'm not gonna lie, in society. So, yeah, it was a cool hotel. They had like a restaurant there called Fiona's that had a hippo in front of it and was named after Fiona the hippo at the zoo, if you can't tell. So we ate there this night. It was absolutely terrible food. Absolutely terrible food. And I say that now because where we stayed in Canton on Sunday night, like Canton, Ohio. You've probably never heard of it unless you know of the NFL Hall of Fame or you're weirdly from there. No offense, but like the chances of that are slim. They had the best hotel food at the DoubleTree we stayed at. My mom got us a hotel at the DoubleTree, and because she's like a Hilton Premium Honors member, whatever. So yeah, and there was no one there, and it was the best freaking food ever. Fiona's, on the other hand, was not the best, so we didn't eat there again. So we checked into our hotel, we went to Fiona's, and then I was super tired. I just relaxed, kind of. I need a relaxed script, but I just marked that as sleepy AF. And then since Fiona's was terrible, we did get White Castle, which I love. White Castle. If you have a White Castle near you, I am so jealous. I don't know why. I think it's just nostalgic, like in a good way, because a lot of things are nostalgic in a bad way for me. But like I used to eat with my mom the frozen White Castle burgers you could get at the store because there's no White Castles in the DMV that I know of. So yeah, I always love going up north or going to Vegas. Vegas has a good White Castle too. And getting White Castle. So I much enjoyed that. I know it's probably weird because I feel like White Castle definitely does not have the best food, and I realize that, but I think it's a nostalgia thing for me, like I said. So that's that. On Friday, we went to the good old zoo. So let's put this here for seeing the hippos. So basically I did a bunch of research on the zoo, and literally that's all I did research on for this trip because I was just so excited. But basically they say the best time to go to see the hippos is before 11, which they open at 10, and then after like 3. So Jake had a call in the morning for work, so we couldn't really go before 11, and they open at 10, so it was like, what's the point? This hippo onesie stickers from the Coffee Monsters Cohen. The next one I use is from Once More With Love. And the scripts are customs from Plana Hannah. So we saw them. They were sleeping all cutely. Fiona and Fritz. So Fiona's the 7-year-old one who was like born prematurely, who's like famous. And then Fritz is her little brother that's like 1 year and 9 months. So he's still really small, which is so cute. And then the parents are BB and Tucker, which Tucker isn't Fiona's dad, I don't think, because Tucker just came into the picture like recently because he got imported from San Diego. Or I think that was it. But anyways, we saw them and they were like sleeping. So we went and walked around the whole zoo. We saw the gorillas because Jake wanted to see. I don't know why he thinks like the Harambe thing is so funny. I feel like it's a very 2016 teenager was he even a teenager then? Like, can I even give him that grace? I don't know. But I just feel like a lot of boys back then thought it was funny. Like, I'm pretty sure Jake had a Harambe 2016 shirt, which is just like, you know, whatever. But we saw the gorillas. We saw some other animals. Honestly, like, apparently the zoo is rated #1 in America. And it was good. It was good, but it wasn't like that great. I think we're so spoiled by the National Zoo in DC and the fact that it's literally free. So it's like, how, like, you have to do a lot to beat that. And it just makes it, I don't know. It's a lot to compare it to, I feel like. So we saw some things, we ate, we shopped, which was amazing. They had amazing merch there for the hippos. Amazing. It was great. That was like one of the best things ever. And then I did go back and see the hippos again. They had a little hippo talk at like 3:15, so we went there beforehand. And it was a terrible hippo talk. Like, I already knew all the facts. That's fine. I usually know all the facts. So yeah, so we did all that. We saw the hippos, and then I just got really tired. It was really, really hot out. I was thinking I was going to stay there till closing, but we got there at like 12, and it was so freaking hot. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was so hot. So we ended up leaving at like 4, I want to say. I don't know. But I did everything I wanted to do. I shopped, saw the hippos. Fiona is a freaking rock star. She literally puts on a show. Like, she does twirls and like dances. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, she knows she's getting all the attention. And I do have a theory that because she was born prematurely, she like likes human interaction more and like knows that she's doing that, because Oliver was also born prematurely and he loves humans. He's like the nicest guy ever to humans, and like, he's just not aggressive. He's so nice, like, to anything. And I do think like being born prematurely is like, I don't know, makes the animals kinder or something. But she was amazing. I loved Fiona. Like, loved her. Absolutely loved her. She was iconic. She lived up to her hype. She was amazing. Would 100% see her again. Like, she was so worth it. I love hippos, so like, it would take me a lot to say no, but I just think the 8-hour drive and all, I hate driving, was so worth it. So I did get face paint because they had a hippo option, and as a lifetime hippo lover, I have never seen a hippo option, so I had to get it. And I did post all the pics on my feed. Y'all probably saw it. I don't care if you laughed. It was iconic. We got Skyline chili when we got back, which is like the famous Cincinnati chili. It honestly, I didn't think it was that good. Like, I really love Hard Times Cafe, and think they have just really good chili. So I don't know. I wasn't like that into the Skyline chili, so I didn't get it again. I thought I would want to get it again, but I didn't. And then I took a little nap. I was super tired, and we woke up at 9. I woke up at 9. Jake apparently woke up at 8 and just let me sleep, which I don't know why he does that, but he did. So woke up at 9, and Jake was like, do you want to go to this place that has 5 stars? It was on the #1 list of like new restaurants in Cincinnati. And so I was like, sure, why not? So we went out on a little date. Sorry, I'm trying to choose a freaking sticker. We went out on a little date to this restaurant. It was called like 5 on Vine or something. It was really, really good. Highly recommend. It was so good. We got honey truffled carrots, which I'm still dreaming and drooling over just thinking about it. And then we got steak, which I think we both decided Jake makes better steak, which is sad because, like, how is that possible? I don't know. But We also got, what else did we get? We got lobster mac, which was incredible. The lobster mac and cheese was so good. You could get it without the lobster, but they gave you so much lobster in that dish. It was so worth it. We got a twice baked potato or something. I don't know. Jake was excited for it. I was meh, and it was very, very meh. I'm gonna write downtown here. But yeah, our date night was really fun and good. And before that, we just drove around downtown Cincinnati because our reservation was at like 10:15 or something. And we had some time. So we saw the Bengals Stadium, which was cool. I mean, it was like closed, so whatever. And we just saw the rest of the city. It was very anticlimactic. And yeah, I'm not going to put my thoughts out there on any of these Ohio cities, but I would personally never want to live in Ohio. I feel like all we ate was like American food or Americanized food, and it's just a lot of chains out there and a lot of white people. A lot of white people. Which is just an adjustment for me because I don't know if like anyone is from the DMV or like from a more diverse area, but it's just not that way where I live. Like my neighborhood is like white people are the minorities. So I'm just not personally used to it. And I really like that about where I live. It's just a benefit for me personally. And Jake likes it too. And he's white. So anyways, on Saturday, we went to Kroger because I was like, Kroger has Squishmallows. And then they didn't. They didn't. So that was sad. But we did go to Kroger. It was like in the Cincinnati. It was like in the, sorry, I realized I needed a pattern or solid. It was in downtown Cincinnati. So that's also probably why it wasn't very nice. But then we went to a Meijer, which was outside of Cincinnati. It was like on our way to Columbus where we were going. And that one was so good, okay? Like, I've never been to a Meijer. I don't even know if I've ever been to a Kroger, but the Meijer was great. It was like a better Walmart, if I'm being serious. And they had Hannah the Hippo with the floral belly, and I literally almost screamed. I was so excited. So I bought 2 of those and gave one to my mom. But yeah, I had a blast. And then in between that Kroger and Meijer, we did stop to see some of the hippo murals in downtown Cincinnati, which I saw on just like a Google search. I was like, I don't know. I always like looking at the murals in cities. So I saw there were hippo ones and I was like, okay. So we went and saw some of the hippo ones. There was literally only 2, but you know, it was well worth. And then we got Raising Cane's, which Jake loves. It was actually pretty good. The one we got by our house that opened, we got it on the day it opened and it was so bad. And I was like, it's kind of far. So I was like, yeah, we're never going here again. I'm sorry, but no. And then we got this one and I was like, okay, I see the vision. It's good. And then we drove to Columbus / outside of Columbus because technically we weren't in Columbus. We were in a town called Rushville, which is like countryside. There was literally a Trump heart barn on the way and we were all making jokes about it inside. It was great. But yeah, so we went to the cabin outside of Columbus. That was where the wedding was, or the wedding weekend was. So we went there and we just hung out. We played drinking games. We hung out in the indoor pool, in the hot tub. It was a good old time. So I have some of the scripts I could guess, but apparently Kroger, Hippo, like everything in this section, I had no idea what I was doing. But yeah, so I have this wedding couple, but they did not like do anything even remotely wedding-y. I guess they're not really that type. I don't know them that well. They're more Jake's friends. Like all of these people were Jake's friends, so I was feeling like the wife all weekend, but I still made do. I stayed up till 2 a.m. I was the only girl up besides the bride. So I'd say that's a win. And I partied all night with them. So, you know, I tried to have a good time even though they weren't my friends. I still wanted to have a good time and enjoy myself. So yeah, so we partied, we did drinking games. Jake played beer ball, which is his personal favorite. And then we pooled, we hot tubbed. I'm literally just marking all this because I had nothing else to mark. And it was a really good time and I want to remember it all still because it was great. But I just need to mark it all separately. So pool, hot tub, and then partied all night. Literally stayed up all night. It was great. And then we didn't really have a place to sleep. Like we were told we were getting an air mattress. This was like 20 plus people in the house. So, and it was a huge house. It was like a cabin. But we ended up getting bunk beds, but I didn't want to sleep in my bunk bed because someone else slept in it the night before and they left, and that like really grossed me out. And it was a guy that I like didn't know. So I just didn't want to sleep in my bed, and Jake was sleeping in a bed that was like new sheets. So I went and slept with him in the lower bunk bed, but it was definitely bigger than a twin because like we both fit fine. And I was surprised because we used to share a twin all the time in college, obviously, when we would sleep together in college dorm rooms. And it was hard to fit. And like we would not be able to fit in a twin now. I know that. But this bed was actually pretty roomy. So I had the worst night's sleep ever of my life here because we were sharing a big room with people in bunk beds, but it was worth. So on to Sunday, we did say goodbyes to our friends, which I guess I'm going to mark. I don't know. I'll just mark that in one of these. So we said goodbye to our friends, and then we did drive to go meet Domi, which was amazing in every single way. Let's do this. What is the next thing? Starby. So let's do this. So yeah, I got to hang out with Domi. She was like definitely my first planner friend I've met in real life. Maybe my first internet friend. I have terrible memory. But it was super, super fun. I feel like this isn't gonna fit in a little thing. I feel like I used the wrong colors. What should I do? I feel like Sunday is always the hardest. What if I do this? I feel like a lot of these patterns are the same. Even if I don't use the same color, they're like looking the same. But yeah, so I met up with Domi. We met up at a like Mexican restaurant, and then we went to Paper Source together, which I love Paper Source because I never get to go to one, I feel like. But Jake and I bought like some things. I hauled it in my vlog, and then we just went to Starbucks, and then it started like thunderstorming. So yeah, but it was a really, really good time. It was so great to talk about planner community stuff. I literally cannot talk to anyone about that, like in person. Obviously, I can DM people all I want, but like it was just so great to talk about stuff in the community. And she knew exactly what I was talking about. And like, I just love Domi so much. Like, she is an amazing person, and she destashed a bunch of wax to me, which was so nice. Gonna have a video about that, like opening it all. I already filmed it, but it was just so nice of her, and she was just amazing. So definitely go give her a follow if you don't already, because she's a really good planner person in the community. And like, I don't know if my standards are too high nowadays, but I'm just like questioning a lot of people in the community currently. But Domi, you're a good one, and I love her. So we drove to Canton after we met up with Domi. We were like, Domi, should we go see the rest of Columbus, because we weren't technically in Columbus when we met up with her here either. She like met us at a place that was more convenient for us, I think, and based on where we were. And I feel like her plus Justin, the guy we saw, like had not really good recs. I think if we go back, like if we go back to Cincinnati and I see Domi again, like I will definitely like do some more in Columbus, hopefully. But we did just end up going to Canton. We were also super, super tired. It was just, it was like we were driving a lot. Oh no, I need a solid. So we were just like ready to go decompress in Canton. And also we didn't have like a room to decompress in for like this whole time, which as a new introvert, I thought I was extrovert before, but I've always been on the cusp. But like now I'm definitely introverted ever since COVID, I feel like. So I just need time to decompress after social interaction. And this night was so much with like a bunch of people I don't know, and just, it was a lot of interaction. So I just wanted to get to our hotel room and literally lay naked and watch TV with Jake. Like that was all I was dreaming of at this point. So we were tired from the cabin weekend and like the partying and stuff. So we drove to Canton, which was literally a ghost town. There was literally nothing there. And even the Hall of Fame was like an exit or two away from the city we were in. So yeah, but the Hall of Fame was really fun. Like if you're into NFL, I do recommend it. But went to Canton, and then we did eat at the phenomenal restaurant in our hotel. We looked at what there was near us, and it was all just like mediocre American food, which I was so sick of at this point. So we just decided if we're eating mediocre American food, let's just eat at our hotel that has pretty good reviews. And the food was so good. I got a burger and it was actually cooked medium rare, and the sweet potato fries had like cinnamon sugar and honey, and we got wings, which were good, and the bartender was amazing. I got so many lemon drop shots. I was very drunk. I drank so much this weekend. I usually don't drink at all, but oh my god, I drank a lot this weekend and I survived it all. But yeah, then I just ended the night by cuddling Jake. All right, guys, so this is how the spread is looking like in full. I went ahead and added some shimmer matte bronze and matte silver deco throughout from SPC. I do love how this looks with the matte bronze and matte silver. I was originally just going to do matte bronze, but I feel like the double look just adds to it, just because the art itself is kind of bland in my opinion, which is why I did not use all the boxes, but I did just love the hippo, so I kind of had to use this. And I have lots of other safari kits. I think I have one from Linner Designs that was by Clip Art Kits, and then one from Pink Diamond Planner Co. that was by Darcy, and I definitely prefer those, so I'm saving those. But I do really like how this turned out nonetheless, and I had an amazing week going to the zoo in Cincinnati, hanging out with our friends and celebrating their happy marriage, and then getting to hang out with Domi and going to Canton, which next week you guys will see the Hall of Fame visit and just right back to regular old life, I guess. Okay, this box is like not in the center here, and it's gonna piss me off for an eternity, so I just gotta adjust it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are interested, you guys can check out my vlog, which I will have linked down below if it is up before this question mark. I think it should be, but honestly, who knows? I'm gonna destash this. There's a lot of extra boxes in this kit because I did not use a lot of them, and honestly, everything else is just in my matte bronze, matte silver pile at this point. I've just combined it all. These are what I have left of the overlays, like literally all the boxes except the hippos. But I have basically just combined them all at this point, and that is what that is looking like. So thank you guys so much if you did watch this whole video. Comment down below your favorite animal to see at the zoo, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.